All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right. I do apologize about the delay. I've been up for a while. Just had some technical difficulties. Apparently, I signed up for something without ever having a password. And then they asked me this morning, what's my password? And I had to call them. And even they were like, how'd you do this without putting in a password? I was like, that's a good question. I don't know either. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get to it. We don't have much time. I'd like to be on a little earlier than this, but it is what it is. So I'll go ahead and share my screen. All right, we got that one. All right, so right off the bat, you guys, if you guys took lemonade, we should be green on that one. That one's looking like it's making a nice move. And after hours to the $76 level, closing around the 75.25. So just taking a crack at that $77 level seems highly probable here this morning. But most importantly, we're going to go ahead and get to our news. All right, let's try to hop in there. Okay, perfect. All right, so let's see. How's everybody's morning going? Good morning, good morning. Oh wow, that looks great. Yep. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at the pre-market news. Tyler, you said I think hold on. I think something's wrong with my Discord. I can't see anyone on the Discord or watch your streams on it anymore. Did you sign up with the trial, or did it already go through? If it already went through, then I'll fix it. Let me see. It might have been the bot that just went ahead and if your trial was over, that may be why. So let me know what you find, and we'll go from there. All right, 1 second. There we go. You did? Okay. All right. Let me double check everything, and I'll get to that in just a second. Yep. Good morning. Good morning. I learned mostly by trading with other people. You can't do this alone. I don't feel. This is my opinion. I think some people may be capable, but I think your average bear. Um, I think most humans learn better from other humans. I think that we're obviously creatures of um, communication, so a lot of ideas and things are delivered best through just communication and in person live answering questions rather than just text. So I've learned from all over. Um, Lots of mentors. Yeah, GSAT. If you guys are long holders in GSAT, I have leaps in my long-term account. This one's likely going to see some more juice. GSAT is actually a big. I told you guys it was a matter of time before GSAT took off. It's not going too high, but it is going. And I called GSAT. I can't remember, around 89 cents, somewhere in there. And I think I
2
skipped.
cents, bro. You were in like an insane. I don't know if it was 2 cents, but you were at a crazy low average.
I think the first time I bought was around 40 cents.
40. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like stupid low average.
Yeah, I toasted that one. Hawaii, Tyler, I got you taken care of right here, brother. I'll go check on that and after hours. I'm not worried about it right now, but sorry about that. We are our bot is about to. We've been trying to do this for a while, but our bot is its job is to basically purge non-members out. Because if you don't, I don't know, those of you with bigger, larger discords or been a part, you guys probably notice when you join one of those large ones, you get bombarded with scammer messages, and that's exactly the thing that we're trying to avoid. So it will cleanse itself, if you will. All right. So, um, anyway, so let's dive into the news really quickly, guys. I'm just gonna go over some of the top headlines, and I'm not even really going to dig into them really in depth beyond what is needed. So right off the bat, we have Moderna vaccine in Japan contaminated woes widen around 1 million. More shots are suspended. Foreign substances were found in more batches, and 2 people died following the shots from affected lots. Not good. Australia considering new laws for Apple, Google, WeChat, IDA, of course, guys. That one is pounding. I think it's still kind of lingering on top of Louisiana. Topples power lines, plunges New Orleans into darkness. And of course, our thoughts are with them. Anybody in the South, anybody with property or family in that area, we definitely have you in our thoughts this morning. I watched that for quite a bit last night. A lot of some of the live feeds, definitely a storm. So McDonald's and others considering closing indoor seating that just opened not too long ago, if you guys don't remember, amid the Delta surge in the U.S. Guys, we are not taking this surge. If you go look at the rate, is moving faster than the original. I don't know. I haven't seen a single headline, but if you
I
go
got
look at
a
the
I got a comment about that when you got a second.
yeah, for sure. Now, the actual how this one affects people different. Spreadability rating is higher, but all in all, that is something that feels like it's sneaking up on the market. I don't know. We could manage to move past it, no problems, but it is something to keep in mind that we are starting to very quietly go into restrictions. So just throwing that out there. Go ahead. What was your
One thing that I've noticed, and I mentioned this on live last week, and I don't know if you remember or not, but I was noticing last week that airline tickets for like Europe in particular and certain parts of like the Caribbean had like plummeted in prices. Like there was flights that I was looking at for next year to go to France, and they know those tickets from where I live typically run me about $1,000. But sometimes I'll drive to a further
What?
airport and get it for like half the cost. But I noticed that airplane tickets from where I live to France were dropping to like 450, $350. Tickets to the Caribbean, like St. Thomas, was $120 round trip. That's
I
unheard of. Like you don't typically see prices that low. Well, I started digging into some of the TSA numbers to see how many people are actually going through TSA because that information is public. And come to find out, we've dropped by almost 500,000 daily,
I
which
apologize.
is go ahead.
Oh no, no, somebody was getting on to me for not saying prayers for Louisiana. So
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. Prayers
go
to
ahead.
those people as well.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Um,
Go
no, you're
ahead.
good. But I've noticed that the number of
It's
people
all good.
passing through TSA on daily average had dropped by 500,000, which is a pretty large drop. And that's what's causing airline tickets to be down in price. Now, obviously, that also means people are traveling less.
Yep.
So I don't necessarily see airline and hotels as a good trade to the long side
Yeah,
yet. But, maybe you could build a position once these stocks find a good base.
definitely. Yeah. Um. Oh, we got Wells Fargo financials. So that's why I said alerts, guys. I don't even have to look at the chart. I know exactly what
Yeah,
alert just went on. What's up?
I'm wondering if it's me or it's you. You're chopping up like crazy.
It's you.
Could be me. It's me. Okay. Hold on.
Wait, Snee, you
I'm gonna
can't
jump
hear?
off and then get right back on. You
All right, can you
sneaking
guys
hear me
hear me
now?
now? Turn. That's weird. Can anybody else hear me? I can hear both. Are you guys going to be trading BBIG and Root? Absolutely. If you guys don't remember, Root and Lemonade will likely run together. So, Sneak, click on my name and see if you can turn me up. Why am I a top trader? Word. Okay, cool. All right, just making sure. Um, just as a brief overview, Wall Street futures they have rose along with world stocks as the U.S. Fed Chair Powell's comments at the Jackson Hole Symposium basically allayed market fears for a fast withdrawal from stimulus. Now we are withdrawing from stimulus, but that's going to happen at a slower rate, I think, which may give people some type of good feelings for the time being. But I want to also remind you guys, I went over this last night, that if you look at the economic calendar, it tells a story straight up. So you have relatively low impact trading data coming in from, you have consumer confidence on Tuesday, and you have construction, or excuse me, ISM manufacturing index and EIA crude inventories. You do have ADP and employment change, but all of these are relatively medium impact. But when you get into September 2nd, September 3rd, Thursday and Friday, you start to actually see some really high impact data. Initial claims, jobless claims, or initial jobless claims, continuing claims, trade balance. We also have on Friday non-farm roll, non-farm private payroll, and unemployment rate. Unemployment weight. I don't know what's going on here with my mouth. Average hourly earnings, average work week. All of these are high impact. So if you guys look at the chart, you'll notice that there's not a lot of room allotted to the upside. There is room, but there's not a lot. So that's just something to keep in mind going into this morning. So, um, Weeble raised 600. Yeah, I drank way too much coffee this morning. God, when will the pump stop? I don't know, dude, but we just gotta ride it. We just ride the pump. We have to remember that the market is meant to go up, and as long as there's no news to make it do so, it will continue to find its way to reverse and go to the upside. So you're getting ready to play. GSAT broke even for me. Yo, GSAT is just one of those long holds. I think I'd mentioned that I would be holding whatever I have left until it either goes to 0 or goes to 5. So if you guys are in GSAT, I'll probably add today on some type of monumental pullback. But other than that, guys, I'm not. Maybe it's the ADHD. I was talking to Atlas about like object permanence. You know, like sometimes people with like ADHD will just completely forget about that. I do that sometimes with stocks. I like completely forget they exist and just break up with them. So you almost forgot about GSAT. And then I saw that headline this morning. I was like, no shit, about time. And that's really, that is, you know what that is right there? That is a true lesson in what it takes to get a stock moving, right? We have a stock that doesn't, we know what it does, we know what they're about, we know the potential, we know the partnerships, we do actually know the fundamentals, we've gone over the financials. um at that point, when everything looks good, what you need is you need news. You need something to attract buyers. So this is the type of news that we need to see. So uh I did not swing that. That's dope that you did though. I saw that in free market. So that one. Um all right. So of course, guys, Microsoft, I'm just gonna go over these swings for everybody in. So far, so good. So here's the deal. All right, you guys ready for this? We have a gap above us. I don't like that. So just throwing this out there. Currently, we're above 300, right? And in pre-market, we've gapped up above downtrend. Now, that's if, of course, we stay respecting this trend line, which I imagine we will. But because we have a very small gap below us, there is a probability that we go and retest that gap. So if you're in Microsoft, if you want to play that to the downside, right, $300 strike, scalp that for the gap. Or, right, and you're doing that to obviously make money. And if it does continue to break or move to the downside, you could see as low as 297. But if we can use this resistance term support in pre-market here as a bounce zone, and this is where waiting and being patient is going to play out. If the market allots, and I will go over the cues and SPY and everything here in just a moment, we could see a bounce up to at a minimum of 302.35. Past 302.35, we could see the 305, even 307. And that's
Can
if
you
we go
guys
take another stab. Go ahead.
can you guys hear me a little?
I can, but you are very, very choppy.
Still?
You're cutting in and out. How is your mic set up right now?
It's what I always use. Like it's the same mic I've been using for over 2 years now.
Take the end of it and lick it and stick it back in the computer. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Uh,
I might just need a new mic. I might need a new mic. That's what
um,
it is.
Daniel, actually, I do. I'm literally looking at your chart right now. That you sent. So, did you put a stop loss on the QQQ put you alerted to? I don't ever really put stop losses, right? I don't like put like it's a mental stop loss. I am going to hold this, right? I'm going to hold this. Now, are we going to go and see? This is basically the question this morning, guys. Are we going to go and see all time, like real all time highs on the Qs? Or and I'm looking at the chart, do we have maybe 380 in the books, right? 380 in the cards, and I'm doing this. Sometimes I'm adjusting my resistance to make sure that I got it right? And so like just adjusting things, I'm looking at this top trend line and saying, okay, I could potentially see one last leg up into the 380 level. If that happens, Microsoft goes back to 310, 308 in that range. Qs bounce. We're probably going to see a 3-day pump, 3-day ride, and then the end of the week we end red. That's my prediction.
Yo, did you swing Eater, whatever?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Tuna, are you talking about my trade? I closed out because Garrett didn't swing it. That's weird. I don't know. Maybe it's getting better. I have no clue.
You called the Aider priced almost exactly end of day nines. I don't even remember doing that. I did. Thank you. I don't remember.
Because I traded it on Friday, but I didn't swing it.
No, I didn't swing it either. Um,
Yeah.
okay, so we got Microsoft. Let's really quickly before I move forward, let's go ahead and take a look, just really, really quick. We got the cues. This is SPY, all right? There we go. So SPY has the same setup as the cues. We have room to run. My target, and my target is only if 454. 454 is where I can see SPY moving up to. It seems like with the way that they're moving this market, that the SPY will fall at 500. So that's how it feels. No, but so we got SPY. We have a little bit of room to run there. We have the Dow. Same thing here, guys. Same setup, same amount of room allotted. We still have just a little bit more room to the upside with the possibility of even hitting 3,600 on the Dow if we stay in trend. 3 days. I'm using obviously the space like the candle width, right? So 1, 2, 3. I'm thinking in 3 days, if we end up continuing to the upside, we could see the Dow up and around that $3,600 range. IWM, this is always on pennies. It did break downtrend. We called that bottom, guys. Literally on IWM, we called the bottom, and we got that clean bounce, nice accumulation underneath resistance. So what we're looking for here, of course, in pre-market, I do imagine that we could see a little bit of a pullback. This all obviously depends on the sentiment market, but if you can see there's a little bit of weakness here, and a lot of the times you want to see those moving averages catch up. But so far so good as far as continuing to the upside. I can only imagine that we were going to see the 330 or 229 and 230 mark here relatively soon on IWM if we continue moving to the upside. So
Hey, who said
MRNA,
s-
huh?
who said Spy's falling, guys? Spy's running pretty decent.
The SPY is falling. I think he's making a
Uh, look at Joe. Okay.
jokes. He's
Jokesies.
Are you blaming it on me? Oh, okay.
No, dude, I didn't think, dude, I thought 450 was going to be our target by the end of the year. Okay.
Yeah, right. Where
I
did my
honestly,
screen
I
go?
thought we were going to hit 420 and then just pull back for like a month or two and chop around.
We hit 420 and we got higher.
Yeah.
Mm.
Ah,
Sorry.
all right.
Okay. We're on YouTube Live, guys. If you want to, link is in the bio. Okay, so IWM, Russell, SPY, Qs, we got our setup here. Um, as far as Microsoft is concerned, or as far as those Q puts are concerned, here's the deal. As soon as Microsoft and this is my honest opinion, right? If you're in weeklies on Microsoft, go ahead and take profit and re-enter, right? If you're in a small account, I understand you're going to shut off your buying power. And if you hold it and if it fills its gap, you will go red. You will go red. I promise. I don't mean that like as a, it's not a threat. It's just what's going to happen. You will go fill the gap and your contract will turn red. At that point, you're going to be in a position where you're going to have to figure out whether or not you want to cut or you want to hedge it and continue to watch for the bounce, which is all speculatory, right? So downtrend, right? Right here, downtrend for Microsoft. If down, I want you guys to look at this with me. I want you guys to see what I see. So look at the gap fill, right? If we fall and fill the gap, where do we bounce off of? Downtrend, right? And what do we do every time we break a resistance? We usually retest it. So that's what's happening here. We had a gap up from 299 all the way to 301. Currently, we're sitting at $360. It's not far-fetched to see some type of pop, but like I said, I do suspect that we will likely retest, pull back, and then pop. And I want you guys to know also that Microsoft is just literally famous for dumping, like i.e. right here, dumping to 296.85 and then rebounding immediately back up to 300 because why not? Okay. Um let's see. So Daniel, hold on one second. As far as your chart is concerned, let's see. Let's go look at Tesla. So first of all, your the pattern that you identified in back here, absolutely correct. Really, really good job. This is actually really important to do. Don't just chart right now. Go back and chart previous movements. You can start to learn how a stock will move cyclically or how it behaves during certain events, how it behaves going into earnings. So far, looking at that, you've done a really good job as well. And then looking here, right, on Tesla, I think that you have so your support at 696.38 is actually right on the money. That's the same one of the same supports that I have as well. Um, your 666.50 as well. A lot of times I just round that number up. If it's a 58 or something like that, it makes it a little bit easier. Your top resistance, and I have as you can see, I have a little bit of a channel, but you are on the money with your resistances that you're marking. You are able, or so far, what it looks like is you're able to identify certain rejection points, which is crucial when or whenever you're looking for certain levels. So really, really good job, Daniel.
And you have a 1.5 call for GSAT to sell, or you want to buy it?
I wouldn't even try and set that order. I would,
Okay, yeah,
yeah,
you're not,
that it's gonna
that's not going to
change.
trigger. Yeah, not for $15. No way. That's way too far in the money.
Hmm. How do I think the S&P 500 will perform this week? My prediction is that we use the first 3 days to potentially run up with low economic impact data, and then at the end of the week, when the impact data starts to really come in, I think that some type of news, it's always priced, something's priced in. So I don't know. They said that the tapering was priced in already as well. I don't know if I believe that. Should I? No, probably not. I don't know. I don't. I want to believe Papa, but he lies. Excuse.
Liar.
Uh, thoughts on BBIG? So of course, Root and BBIG is some of the top request. Last night it was Root City, and BBIG. So for these two, y'all, I have Lemonade. Wow, that is a garbage chart right there. You guys see the falling wedge here on Lemonade? That's what we're watching. And also we've identified the very same setup. Actually, I would say that Root has a very clean setup. You have a $9 break that is needed in order to see continuation of the upside on Root. But you guys can see this is a nice falling wedge. And of course, Root Insurance, Lemonade Insurance, more than likely both going to see some movement. Lemonade is already at $77 in pre-market. So good swing, guys. In fact, hold on a second. I am all about taking profit. If you're in a and I'm speaking, I try to like address like small accounts as well. If you're in a small account, right? And you open up the day green and you only have one contract, you want to be watching one of two things. And of course, the pre-market or that first initial start of the day is everything, like whether you're going to continue to fall or continue to go up, it's everything. But identifying volume and what it takes to actually move that stock, that's what's going to be most important if you're planning on holding. For me, if I entered, let's say 5 contracts of Lemonade, let's just use that example, I'm going to take 3 or 2 at least off the table. I'm going to take some profit off the table. And at that point, I'm going to go ahead and look and evaluate the volume as it starts to push pre-market highs and reaches towards my targets. Um, as far as BBIG, I know that Atlas Georgie probably be playing this one a little bit more than me. I haven't been like a BBIG person. I know that you've been holding BBIG for an eternity. The hourly looks
Yeah.
phenomenal. As far as like that, what exactly what you want to see. In fact, I would be tempted to take a position off of this 9-day moving average if you go make a higher high above 950. If you make a higher high above 950, I think you're primed for continuation. But here's the number one thing when you're playing stocks like this: volume. Number one, there's no chart. You can watch charts all you want, but the number one thing that you're going to want to pay attention is the volume. And if you know how to read the tape, I would highly recommend reading the tape, because as you go and trade, or you're trading stock like this, when it's great to use bullish moving averages, which obviously you can see correlate here. But the number one thing for me is price action. And of course, like when you see strength, like resilient, like right now, you can see on the 15-minute that buyers are stepping up at the 750 level and $8 level and holding this stock up against resistance. And so I'm hoping that since you've kind of flushed a little bit, you'll kind of pull back around and take off going for the 13.50 and $15 mark. So okay, 960. All right.
I'm assuming
Mm,
the short interest on Root is pretty high since it's gotten so much hype on
well,
line
listen,
right now.
if Root runs, we're already in position on Lemonade, and so if Root runs, Lemonade will run in sympathy, and I will be happy about the money. What do I think
The
about
money.
the money? Solar Window Technologies on the OTC. Solar Wind Technologies, WNDW. This one is currently resting on a coagulated bed of hot dog water. This is not looking. It's at a major support 550. Um, shut up. uh, but I would be looking for a bounce at 525 dollars at a minimum. You haven't gone any lower. You have held after earnings, but you're gonna want to see a bounce, or you're going back down to $3 relatively soon. So you're at support for the third time, for the second time. You want to hold it.
Guys,
Thank you.
Be Big is going to be just a short squeeze play. Like that's what everybody's playing it for. So here's the thing though, at any point, a proxy statement could get released about the merger, and the proxy statement will ruin the whole entire trade.
Yep.
So if you guys remember with CCIV, everything was great, everything was bullish. People expected that the merger was going to go well. The way that the shares and the ownership of the
Leave us
company
in the
of
bio.
Lucid was split up through the proxy statement caused Lucid to tank. And that's why it fell. It wasn't because it fell because of this, the news, like, oh, it's back, it's done, it's over with. No, it fell because of the way the ownership of the company was split up based on the deal. Same thing could happen with BBIG.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in since $2. I sold on Friday, so I'm happy with my averages. I got in this morning around 8 in the morning. Not full size, just a small position. I'm just gonna trade it. I'm more than likely won't swing much because if that proxy statement comes out, then I put yourself at risk. So it's it's a gamble you have to be willing to take if you're on to swing it. So it's up to you.
XXII, 22nd Century Group, CEO issues letter to shareholders, highlights entry into hops market. They're like, squeeze me. They're like, do us next.
Into what market? Hops?
Hops market, yeah. Can be brewing?
Is that like beer hops?
I don't know. That's just what that said. XXII. I don't know. They like that shit though. Look at it. Look at it in pre-market. All right,
Yeah,
we
no,
got
it's
10 minutes. Oh, brief FDA grants Lantern Pharma additional orphan drug designation for rare tumor investigational drug.
mm-hmm.
Drugs. Jeez.
Jigs.
All right. BLIN making a new high here in pre-market. BBIG entry. Man, everybody is trying to smoke this one. I am half tempted, dude, to buy 22nd Century Group here. Actually,
What? Let me look up the news real quick because you said it has something to do with hops. I'm curious. Like, what are they talking about? Like, hops is in brewing, or
um,
let's see,
22nd Group enters global specialty hops market. Hold on a sec.
a leading
Plant,
plant
yeah.
biotech. Okay, yeah.
uh, Leading plant biotechnology intellectually property company focused on improving health and wellness through plant science. Today, announced entry into global specialty hops market's third and newest plant franchise. Am I seeing this correctly? Yeah, following our
Yeah.
progress in our tobacco and hemp cannabis franchise detailed in our second quarter results, I am proud to announce the third plant-based franchise. Damn, look at you go. Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
Hops can be
That'd
used
be great.
for a variety. Hops are one of the most versatile plants. I mean, you can do a lot with hops.
It doesn't. Sam, what were you saying? It doesn't hurt to do what? Might have missed that.
Who, me? Me?
No, Sam tagged me in something and I just saw it and it said it doesn't hurt to do it right. And I wasn't sure what Sam was referring to. Oh, to put the order? No, it doesn't hurt. It's just not gonna get extra. It's not gonna. I mean, if you were to get filled, it would be genuinely a computer mistake or like a server mistake
Oh,
on the flow, which
dude.
it happens. What's up?
I was gonna say, remember ASTA, like Astra Space Mobile? They have not
Oh
dumped.
yeah,
They've not dumped. I
really?
mean, I mean that's a part of the ground. They got a rocket into the air. I think it might be a win. I think that might have been a win because I think those type of things are expected, right? Maybe I'm not a rocket scientist, literally, but like I feel like I feel like maybe emotions do not belong in the rocket space, but I feel like that's a win. You got a rocket into somewhere near space, not bad. So my thoughts on that one is look at the price action, look how investors are reacting so far. I think they like it. They like it. They like a good fireball. So, um,
What happened? Did it catch on fire? Is that
Oh,
what happened?
I have no idea.
Hmm.
So, like, what are you talking about? If you guys want any of those tickers, link is in the bio for YouTube. Uh, Yep, look at Microsoft going for a pre-market gap. So you could short pre-market, guys. If you guys are looking at certain plays to take for scalps, I think Microsoft's gap fill is one of them. So I'm going to go ahead and signal right now, and I'm going to try make sure. Hopefully everybody sees this. I'm going to go ahead and signal in the chat to take profit on Microsoft or re-entry. Now lemonade, delicious. Um, Here's the deal. If Root runs, we run. Where do we run? $80. It's that simple. That's how Lemonade moves. When it breaks a certain trigger point, it goes to the next one. And it's so weird because we've literally played Lemonade, bought a contract for a $90 call, and watched it run to 100 in 15 minutes. Like, it does not play when it runs. So I'm watching Lemonade, and if it has juice, no pun intended, then we will take this. We will allow Root to push us and maybe even add to our position. So, Lemonade's a hold. Congratulations, guys. You guys are starting off the week green on 2 different positions if you swung with me. Keep that momentum going. Protect your capital. Don't go crazy. Remember the climate of the week.
Guys, if you're in Savo along with me, I am going to set a stop loss at the bottom of Friday's low, which is 49.39. It's a mental stop loss, so that's where I'll cut my position.
Oh my God. Go look at Microsoft. Congratulations again, my friends. What the
It's
fuck?
just
Dude, that's a lot. I'm sorry. Thank you, whoever did that.
yeah.
I was like, go ahead and take. You have a good. Yeah, this is perfect. Perfect. Hell yeah. Nice job, Microsoft. Does it? I wonder if it leaves the gap because it knows that it might dump at the end of the week. It's hit. It's done, dude. I'm telling. I will put it unless something absolutely insane happens, like a giant golden nugget falls from space and just the Federal Reserve is saved from inflation. I will
Or if
continue
they
to.
land like a giant contract or something like that.
Oh, I wasn't talking about Microsoft. I was just talking about like the country in general. But
Oh,
like,
oh,
yeah,
oh.
yeah,
The country.
yeah. I entered Microsoft on Friday without even. Yeah, I know. I saw you enter. I was just copying you, Optasy. I steal all my plays from Optasy. No, I liked the setup, man. I saw what you saw. Nice channel break. Looked like we had already bounced inside of it multiple times. So good eyes, dude. I'm really impressed, man. Nice job. Nvidia,
Many,
yes. Sorry, go ahead.
many. I'm in equity. I'm not in options on Savo. Go ahead,
Um,
bro.
Nvidia and yeah, Nvidia guys, there's a lot of setup. So we have Microsoft again, profit taking at the bell. AMD and Nvidia both have good setups. Okay, so we have AMD with a massive inverse head and shoulders. Netflix, Disney, AMD, Lemonade, Microsoft, AMD, and Nvidia are on my watch list for today. But I have DNUT as well as kind of like a little side piece play. But the only thing I don't like, guys, so if you didn't swing AMD, I want you guys to remember that it has a gap. I do not like taking positions when gaps get started. Now, the good thing about AMD is that it's broken. We had a uptrend, right? And we ended up breaking below it and then climbing back above it. So if we pull back, I want to fill that gap and bounce off of support. Otherwise, we're at risk of potentially pulling back. But the inverse head and shoulders on the daily is speaking volumes as far as I'm concerned. So, um, trade station. All right, trade station. What are you gonna do today? You gonna charge me $10? No, you're not.
I was getting ready to say, charge you $10. Garrett was like, no.
Oh, dude, that poor man.
He
That
had it
poor
out, he
man.
had it out for him.
I started it off. I was like, listen, man,
Oh, AMD got news.
what's news? AMD
Um,
processors picked by Aragon National Laboratory for prepar. Ooh, shit. Ooh, for the supercomputer. We know about this. We've heard. We've been waiting for news. In Nvidia too. Um,
LRCX.
LRCX. All right, we got a few minutes. Everybody, go ahead. Have your plays ready to go. Have your fingers on the trigger. We don't enter things without having a game plan, even if you have to take a second. I am going to go ahead and remove my attendees from Microsoft. Okay? I'm happy with the trade. I'm happy to re-enter. I'm super stoked that we ended up popping and not reversing. So, yeah, I'm good.
LRCX looks good to me. I don't know anything about the company, and I don't know what position you're in, Sam.
And it's also good to maybe wait 10 minutes, guys. Just throwing that out there. Okay. So we got root. I'm gonna go ahead and keep that one. Looks like hot dog water as well. Um, AMD, NVIDIA, Lemonade, Microsoft. How about you could stop doing that, please, TV? Thank you. All right.
How's it?
HIPO. All right, I'll look at it real quick. Hippo Holdings. I don't like that gap. It looks like you're making it building a rising wedge on the 5-minute hourly. I don't know anything about this company. You got to give me a little more information on that. All right, never mind. All right. Watch Microsoft here. You can use that strength. Use that wick. Do you see that strength right there? Use that to your contract's advantage here. So look at how it's going for pre-market lows, but it's not quite able to do it. But you can still, as people are buying your contract, you can sell that contract for a higher profit. So be sure to trim some exposure at this point. I'll be doing that at this moment. AMD is taking off here already. Um, so is NVIDIA. NVIDIA is absolutely gone. For AMD guys, the 115 call looks interesting. I think I may wait here just a few seconds. I am noticing with very high volume already at the open. There it is. AMD is going to go for it. So I'm going to go ahead and take a 115. I don't like how NVIDIA is pulling back though. Yeah, we can check out PubM. The entire internet's waiting on that one. All right. All right, cool little pullback on AMD here. All right, is anybody in Microsoft still? Anybody in Microsoft? Anybody in Lemonade? Anybody in any swing trades? Let me know. I'm looking for more of a day trade setup. I haven't scalped anything. I'm waiting for AMD. I do like like I said, the 215 strike here. Potentially if you guys are looking to get into it. It's a little bit, it's at 220 right now. I'd like to see a little bit more of a pullback, but NVIDIA actually has a good setup as well. Yeah, I got Netflix on watch. Yeah, did you see that pullback on AMD right there? Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm now watching the 1 minute. Look at the buyers. Buyers are present, very present here, guys. All right, AMD's gonna go. Once this candle closes with a new high. Microsoft, you guys can see, struggling with pre-market highs, which means that I'm likely going to wait and start looking at a Microsoft put to the downside. All right, Nvidia. Look at Nvidia, dude. Wow, wow. AMD. There's AMD.
Wow.
Yep.
Dude,
Um,
NVIDIA with that push.
yeah, that was nice and strong. Um, there's pre-market highs. Tesla just went off alert, just went off at 720. Tesla's moving. Um, I think AMD might be moving here to go for that 114 mark. Hold on 1 second. Anybody still in Microsoft? Anybody still in Microsoft? Last contract's out. I just sold my last contract. Sold my last contract on Microsoft. Oh, not Georgie. Out. I don't care where it goes, guys. I'm happy with the profits. It's literally ripping into outer space, but it is what it is.
You guys keep root on watch. Volume's picking up on it.
Yep. AMD guys on watch as well. Lemonade is still on watch as well. NVIDIA 230 is going to be a hard. Good swings, guys. Good swings, man. I love swing trading. Have I ever told you guys that? Because if I
Oh, yeah.
haven't, yeah, I don't know if you guys knew that, but I really like swing trading. It's weird. Don't tell anybody.
Keep it a secret.
I haven't entered anything, guys. Yes, GSAT. I didn't mean to shush you guys. That's weird. GSAT 250. Watch 250 for GSAT. All right. Lemonade. Okay. I will take a sip. Where you at? Okay. I don't like that setup yet. I'm exhibiting some patience here today. Ew. All right, I like that lemonade wick though, baby. Let's go. Okay, AMD looks like it wants it too. Let's see if it clears. There it is, 114. Goodbye. Oh my God, Microsoft is absolutely ripping. Congratulations if you guys took that trade. How do I learn what you do? Listen, ask questions, whatever they may be. Don't feel like any questions are ever dumb. You deserve better. Oh my gosh. Okay, Microsoft now hitting 302. Little bit of FOMO. Little bit. That's okay though. I'm just being really careful with my entries and exits right now. I am going to go look at root though. Holy shit. NVIDIA 230. You got 4 minutes for this 5-minute candle to close. I imagine you're going to go see 115 here relatively soon on AMD. But please do keep in mind that we're getting towards a stopping point. All right. So if we do hit 115, we're really far away from support. If you're in Microsoft, damn, 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 it still has the juice. So how the hell with the hell TOS? What happened? What happened, Snee? I just think of Captain Hook when I read that. Dude, Microsoft, what in the hell? Massive FOMO at this point. 302.50. Why? Oh, 305s. That's a 135. Yeah, if you still have it, it's fine. Netflix is actually looking really interesting here. GSAT. All right, what do we got going on? BBIG, 3.5 calls, SPRT. We got more support.com. What? $75? Oh, SPRT. What is it doing? Oh, it is trying to go for a rebound. Yo, Microsoft, what? Dude, you ever FOMO on your own exit? Jesus. Watch, I'm going to try and FOMO into it, and it'll reverse and go fill its
Been
gap.
there.
Oh my God. I need some milk. Netflix. Netflix. Let's see. What do we got going on with Netflix? Bouncing right off that 20-day EMA. Hourly setup. Oh, that's strong. All right, Netflix. Please don't foam it. I don't want to shut up. I kind of want to make it stop. All right, Netflix. Pull back here on AMD and NVIDIA. If you guys scalped that, good job. Should I, dude? I kind of want to grab. I want to. I think I'm gonna grab a 575 on NVIDIA or Netflix here. Netflix guys, 575, 264. I'm entering it.
Order filled.
Order filled. Filled at 264. Netflix. This week. Now, I would like to request a large green cucumber. $25 cucumber would be preferable.
Netflix.
Yeah, I'm in
Is that
Netflix
what you're in
now.
right now?
Yo, Microsoft, dude, we are the sweet. I just yelled and I just saw this lady. We just made eye contact. This lady just looked at me through my window because I know she could hear me. Don't look at my window.
Or a kiss.
I do.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, that'd be great. Get arrested in my own house. 565 coming here, hopefully for Netflix.
What's going on?
I don't know, but Microsoft is making me sick. Dude, there's no red candles on the 5 or on the 1 minute. There's no red candles on the 1 minute. What the fuck? Oh my gosh. All right, I'm not playing the chart. I only have Netflix. I'm only in light. Oh my gosh. You need some milk. We're not there. No. 380. 380. Yeah, I got it. So you're gonna see Microsoft pull back now. I think. Great job. Great job if you guys got Microsoft. What an incredible play. That was literally so good. We'll write that down. Yeah, I got Netflix. You're in Netflix? Okay. Target right now is 565. So 564. I am watching limited, yes.
Snee, I'm having the same problem with TLS right now.
I'm bro. I okay, hold on one second. 260. Hold on one second. 263 was my average. What do you think of Netflix right here?
I just have that resistance from the high of day, from the other day, and those wicks are a little eh. Just let's see where this candle closes. That's all.
Yeah.
The 563.48 seems kind of strong.
Dude, but I was like, could I short Microsoft here? Keys are pulling back heavy though. Hmm. All right, I do not like that. Netflix needs to jump here, guys, or I'm gonna go ahead and cut. This is a scalp. I'm down 23%. But like I said, I'm playing the chart, not my contract. Netflix bouncing.
I saw any of my orders that I placed this morning in TLS. But they're not filling either. So so all my BPs is tied up.
Hey, look at Roblox. Wow. What a dump. All right, guys. If Netflix closes below 560, I gotta go ahead and cut that trade for a loss, and that's why I only got into one. Looks like we are gonna pull back a little bit here. All right, let me go back to the hourly. All right, the hourly setup still remains. We have 16 minutes left in this candle. I don't know if we're going to end up reversing under this. What we're going to do is hit 558.50 and we'll bounce there. And you could see a little flush and roll over there. Microsoft going for 5-day. Let's see if we get a bounce here on Netflix.
Oh no.
Is TOS really bad this morning?
Yeah, dude.
Call them.
And it filled me into something that I canceled like 3 times. God dang it, man. All right, let me hop off
Oh,
here.
dude.
Dude, it filled me into dang it, man. I had Amazon calls, or not Amazon, but Tesla calls
Yeah.
at the open,
Uh-huh.
and it didn't fill. And so I clicked cancel, and then it filled me on the pullback, and now I'm red. And I
Man.
tried to click cancel like 3 times and nothing. All right, let me give him a call. I'll hop back on.
All right.
All right, bro.
Snap is going to 71 bucks. So yeah, if you guys want to go ahead and cut, it's below that mark. It just bounced off its 9-day moving average, so let's see. It is what it is with Netflix. I think at this point, I'm watching it right now. I haven't cut my contract. You guys are welcome to. We have 14 minutes left in this hourly candle. 15 minutes left. Or 14, we have a new 15-minute candle here. I think what I'm going to do is 558, 550. Yeah, 558 is where I'm looking for a potential bounce. NVIDIA with a stone cold pullback. This is one of the reasons why I do not like playing stocks that have gaps below them if they decide to gap and go, because you do have Microsoft with a gap and go. So yeah, you guys need to call them right now and bitch at them. Do not let them get. Yeah, you can't do that. So GameStop. It's an hourly flag. It could absolutely go. Starting to break a little bit. Or more of a symmetrical triangle here. I'm not looking at my contract right now on Netflix. No, I haven't. I haven't even looked at it. You know what I'm looking at is I'm looking at the previous moves on Netflix. So I want you guys to pay attention to how it moves. Look at this, right? You get that first initial pop up, and you'll have a red candle, and it stays on that 9, stays on that 20. So as long as we stay above our bullish moving averages here, I think I'm going to stay in this trade. Um, yes, I am 100%, not 100%, but I am red on this trade right now. So I am overall green. I didn't enter this, but with what, 2 contracts? I'm looking to add more above 560. I'm green on Microsoft and on Lemonade, so I'm going to be really careful here. It's not looking great with this pullback, I'll be honest with you. That's not cool. All right, so let's go look at Netflix. Okay, I see what's happening here, guys. All right, Big Step. I know you're in this with me. I just got an alert on Clove. Oh, it's dumping. Lemonade is also going and filling its gap as well. What's Root doing? DLTR. Okay. So on Netflix here, this is actually not preferred. I'll admit. So you have a 9-day moving average here, kind of catching up. This may end up taking all day to play out, but if this support holds true, then we could end up seeing a pullback into the 550 range. So we'll just watch price action here and see what happens. So far buyers are present here, so they are at this level. I want to see it above 560 here. So. Hold on, Ellie. I'll open the door. Hold on 1 second, guys. I did sell lemonade. I didn't sell for a lot. Yeah, just give me a second. Right now, I'm mostly just watching the trades that I have. I took profit on Microsoft, which is currently going to get more. I guess this one's going for high of day. And I'm in Netflix, and admittedly this one did not go well at all. It reversed on me, kind of with everything else, but it is holding. So it's holding that level. I do know that Netflix likes to move like this at the bell. So I'm watching. I see strength here, so I'm just going to continue to watch. Let's see here. So support would be 555 if we continue to fall. Watch Microsoft here. It might pull back. If we pull back, guys, here, go ahead and cut Netflix. Like I said, this is not good setup. This looks like it's going to go ahead and break this level and go for pre-market lows. So pre-market lows are at 556. So you guys got to cut those losses. Okay, nice bounce. All right, let's see. We got 560. We need to climb above 560. I'm seeing a bounce here pretty much on everything. I just saw in the video bounce. Okay, I see what's happening now. Fuck, man, we sure did. Look at that. That's crazy. Okay, small little push up there. What are you guys in right now? Super Monkey? Puts? What are you talking about? Puts for what? Netflix? Plug puts? PLTR? Okay. Right now, Netflix is back above the 9-day moving average, guys. I'm still in this trade, so I'm just gonna hold it and watch it. But like I said, I'm super happy with Microsoft this morning. That is a lot of profit for not a very high maintenance swing for sure. You got in, yeah. This I'm in ASTS or ASTS. Yeah, got it. Okay, Netflix. That's exactly what I did not want to see. So this thing is more than likely going to head for this low again.
Order rejected.
Oh, whoops, wrong strike. Thank you for rejecting that. I still see strength at this level. Buyers are sitting at 558. Look at the tape. Yeah, I'm gonna hang on to GSAT for a little bit longer. I have some long leaps, so Yeah, Netflix was a scalp, but so far, like I said, I'm holding strong, motions, keeping them intact. Watching, I see signs of strength, so just looking for signs of continued strength. Trying to find where our trend is potentially. I may have picked an all-day trade. Yeah, look at that. So it looks like we're gonna go ahead and build a pennant if we hold here. So let's see if we get a bounce. Microsoft. Dude, Microsoft is going to 305. No problem. Watch Netflix to bounce here to, there it is, 562. 562 or 561 even on the dot. If you're looking to cut exposure, what does that mean? Cut exposure means that you may have entered a position relatively heavy or with multiple contracts, and when you get a slight reprieve and you get a bounce in price action, you can use that to trim exposure because we are in a bilateral pattern and we are lacking confirmation. Guys, if you're in Lemonade, you would likely look at the $75.35 level or $75.35 for a bounce. ZOM is flagging, tapering down into a supply again. I don't take low volume trades. What's up, Super Monkey? I saw you jump in the chat this morning. Welcome. There it is. All right, guys. Keep your emotions intact. Play the chart, not the contract. Now, not down nearly what I was. 24%. I was down almost 30 plus. Oh shit. Damn. Scarlett's Revenge. Apple TV gets Johansson for a new exclusive movie. There's Netflix. I tell you what. Who's in with me? I'd like to know if you guys are in Netflix with me. All right. I'm just giving you guys my thought process. I'm going to be saying exactly what I think, you know, so like you may hear me have to manage this position, but I'm holding strong where I see strength. This is a bilateral pattern, so I'm expecting a rejection coming up here in a few cents. That is going to happen. It's going to be the third touch of resistance, and at that point, you run the risk of heading back down to support for a rejection, right? Because this is going to be a third. So if we bounce, then more than likely this bilateral pattern plays out in our favor. So hopefully this whipsaws. So what happens a lot of the times in pre-market is you'll get an immediately pull back. You'll trade flat, and then you'll pop at the end of the day. So even if it does that, it's a whipsaw pattern. I don't like Microsoft here either. I'm actually looking to short Microsoft whenever it does reverse. I'm going to eat that gap up at 300. What's happening on the one? Oh, rising wedge on the one. You guys might be able to play Microsoft short at this point. 302 puts. That's on you guys. I'm not going to play that, but fuck, that means Microsoft pulls back, that we're going to see a pullback. Oh, the Qs are rushing ahead right now. Let's see if we can see Netflix rush ahead. Okay, so now Microsoft is going to start running a divergence. Why are people playing Apple? Apple? Bruh. I don't play that thing anymore. Trying to tell me this hot dog water is about to go into 160 range? I don't think so. Alright, if you guys are in heavy on Netflix, please use this time to trim some exposure off the table. I gotta use the bathroom. I've been trying to hold it. I can't do it. I gotta go. So, we're on Netflix, or on YouTube, by the way. Link in bio. I'll be right back. Watch Netflix. I told you guys, you're gonna get a rejection here. You're going back down to 559, potentially. So just be aware. It's up to you on whether you want to hold. I'll be back.
It's 10 o'clock.
Yo. Garrett, you there? Okay. Sounds good. So I have to talk to Thinkorswim's team members and said some very friendly words to them so they could give me a refund for that shit entry that they gave me this morning.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow, did anybody take Microsoft short? That was the money right there. Wow. I kind of want to
Oh,
grab
dude,
a...
Apple, holy cow, Apple volume.
Yeah.
And daily breakout, I think, is coming too.
Whatever, Apple. Do what you want. I'm over it. I'm in Netflix, guys, here. Just waiting. Lemonade. Wow, to the dumper. Baidu. Hey. Ooh, Baidu. Do I want to swing the put? Yo, Q's pumping. Wild. Hmm?
No, not really.
Oh, did you see the 1 minute gap up on Netflix just then? Jeez. Okay. Okay. If anybody wants to short Baidu, that thing's about to dump to probably
Amazon?
150. Netflix.
Amazon's running.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can we please get a big green cucumber here?
I don't play Amazon on Mondays or Tuesdays. Amazon's my Wednesday through Friday.
Hey guys, observe the hands, for they have made a diamond. Wow. Sorry, Netflix. at least for the rebound. No, we're not breaking out or anything, but for the
Wait,
rebound.
is that why you stepped away?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, let's see if we get continuation. That's the thing. Wow, dude. All right, guys, you guys heard it first. 380. That's the target. NVIDIA. Look at NVIDIA, guys. Watch NVIDIA and AMD. Both curled up. Both curled up. Netflix. Are we... Oh, boy. Ooh, I know that. Yeah, that weekly chart. But we remember weekly charts can take weeks to play out, months. Yeah. So hopefully, what we want to see is just even a tap of that top channel. That top channel tap would crush it. So
If there's a wick on that weekly, that wick might act as a support resistance. And then if you break that, play ball. Things gonna run.
Eric, what contract were you in? Microsoft, downside Microsoft? Is that where you're up 15% already? Yeah, I may or may not have nipped the top on that one. My entries and exits have been rather conservative this morning. I will admit.
Oh, BBIG. It's dumping. Ooh, excuse me.
What's the
On low
firm
volume
doing?
though. Nothing. It pulled back, and I
It's
wanted
priced
to
at
enter, but
100. That's what it's
yeah,
right?
well, it's got a bunch of upgrades to like 120, 140, a couple at 100. It received a decent amount of upgrades today. But it's also sitting at the IPO support. So like it's now just coming up to the IPO range.
Hey guys.
And I think that's what's holding it down is people selling that are just now breaking even.
All right. So
But the volume is insane. I will say that. Go ahead.
if you don't talk about it and don't look at it, there's a certain stock that could be breaking high of day. We won't say what it is, but we may or may not have a position in it. I just don't want to say its name.
Dow Jones?
I'll say it. Good job, guys. Hopefully we see... I mean, at least Diamond handing that was... That was rough. That was rough, but we made it. We made it, mama. Mama? 565 right here. NVIDIA curled up. I can only imagine you'll take another crack at that high of 230. All right, Netflix. Hey,
Guys, watch RNXT.
yeah, I was down
It's
a
about
lot
to
too.
halt.
Diamond hands on Netflix, baby. Daniel, I really apologize for missing that mRNA, man. All right, so do watch for a pullback here on Netflix. What are the Qs doing? Yeah, Microsoft's pulling back here. What are the Qs? Where are the Qs? Hold on. Okay, no, the Qs are still running. What does the 5 minute look like on? What do you think of Netflix? Do you think at least a stab of 564 that previous high? At a
Yeah,
minimum?
I think if you break that high with some strength, especially that wick at like that one at the 564, like you'll continue to go. But I would say that wick or that area of like 560, 356 might act as a strong resistance. I also have a line. I don't know how old this is. I have a line right where it wicked earlier, 562.80, and where it's at right now. I'm not sure how old that is.
Excuse me.
Let's see.
What do you think you are, the Pope? I'm just kidding.
Yes. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. Okay, so what I want to see here is Netflix is settling on top of the previous high, and the 9-day moving average is moving up. On the top right, there it is. I don't even have to finish my sentence. All right. To be honest with you guys, as red as this trade was for that short amount of time, it is always a good idea to minimize, risk. Let's see here, Netflix. So really, yeah, we got 564, the daily. So what do we look like? I would say 570. See, I could see this thing really ripping, and it has an inverse head and shoulders. Like, oh my God. All right, don't talk about it. Oh my. All right. FOMO support gulag. Oh God. Nice Monday. Yo, a little $6,000 gain. Hey, yuck. Yo, great job on Microsoft Opticy. Crushed it. Crushed it. Ooh, big red 1 minute candle here on Netflix. Netflix does this very wiki. I don't like how far away the 9-day moving average is from the stock at the moment. You guys are welcome to trim a little bit. I think it's just retesting 562.50. If you guys took this short out on Microsoft, nice. Nice. SPRT, big flow coming in for puts. I missed the strike on those. I think Unusual Whales is about to tweet that one. Nadim, if you took Microsoft, that was well over 100%. Lemonade was a good green call. I've only taken one call, and that has been Netflix. And currently we're at break even, and it's 10 o'clock. So, yeah. That's how it works.
Yo, guys, watch RNXT. Watch
Yeah.
RNXT.
Nadim, I never told anybody that I wasn't looking to. I was watching, and it actually moved. I was looking at taking the 115, but
I'm in RNXT.
RNXT.
It halted. It just halted. Oh, no, never mind. It's still open. It's still open.
Microsoft rebounding here. This Microsoft might go take a crack at high a day. AMD here, like I said, you could potentially reverse the position here. One below 112.50. More than likely you're going to go for pre-market. And this is exactly what I said this morning, that I didn't like taking stocks that have gaps. But like Microsoft, right? Has a gap, a very easily filled gap and it did gap and go, and you saw the same thing with AMD, and you're seeing the same thing from both of them. Netflix going for high of day, guys. CrowdStrike Friday 250 call sweep. CrowdStrike. Yeah, AMD is actually going to move to the downside here below 112.50 and 112.30. You guys can very much tell this thing is likely going to go for a gap fill if anybody's looking to take it short. You guys are green now, finally, on Netflix. I know, I'm just not going to watch it. Did you have a stop loss on AMD for yourself? If you enter a trade and you don't know where you're going to cut that trade, or you don't have some sort of mental or idea of where you're going to cut that trade, and if anybody's taking AMD puts, like more than likely those, well, I'm not looking at the chain, but 112 pre-market lows, you'll fill that gap to 111.50. So, and if that's not, that's mid-turn. This is a 5-minute, right? You have all day, right? And you know where you're going? You're going to potentially, you still have 44 minutes left in this candle. The most important thing is that you let this hourly candle close, and it closes above the 9-day moving average. All right, finally. Some movement on Netflix. Can we get like one of those Netflix days though? OTRK.
Dude, any looking good. Sushi, are you still in any? Super Monkey, I'm not in heavy. I'm in light, man. I'm in light. I don't like to say typically how many shares I go in on, because we've had issues before where people literally will try to get the same amount of shares as I do, and it's their entire account.
Yeah.
And that doesn't make sense.
Any?
Especially
Are you in
if I'm
any?
like in a starter position.
Sushi?
Is not me.
Sushi.
Yeah.
Why so much money? Oh my gosh.
The volume looks phenomenal on it.
Come
It's
to-
got some strength.
Sushi fly into Georgia? Dude,
Okay, RNXT just halted down. So I'm gonna be watching this thing.
yeah, you guys know what's going up. Shh. All right, so 565 is obviously a psychological number for Netflix. If you're in Netflix, obviously this isn't like, if you're in, we're up. Feel free to trim. I think we still have more juice potentially. The one thing that I don't like, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this now. And I see it potentially forming here. Yeah, I do. So the one thing I don't like is when we open up with a wide base like this, because what can happen is you can end up building a rising wedge out of this. Now, right now it's currently in a channel, right? And I'm curious to see if it's going to either A, break, or if this even is going to end up being a resistance. That's just a speculation. It's not a fact. If you're in, Sushi, you are literally...
Oh, and he halted? Nice.
You're making... Dude, he was up a lot earlier.
Yeah, no.
He is up...
Oh, yeah. Good shit, Sushi. That's what's up, bro.
So Bam Salute, that is an awesome question. When you enter a daily option position, is it 1 contract, 2, 5, 10, or 25? That all depends on, so that all depends on what I potentially see happening. With Netflix, it can really screw you, right? So I, for the most part, will buy at the most 5 contracts. And that's weeklies. 5 to 10 contracts on Netflix. 10 at the most, and I don't enter 100. Shut up. But for the most part, the way that I like to position myself into certain positions, especially with like if I'm looking at a potential swing, right? So swinging into Microsoft, I may take a position going out 2 weeks, right? And then with that, obviously this is relative to account size. but I may buy 5 contracts of a 305 strike, or whatever I see as a potential target going forward, right? And then adding weeklies underneath allows me to scalp that momentum like we saw this morning, and that's where I may buy 25 contracts. Yes, so like I may be going heavier. I have accidentally triggered flow. Accidentally.
Disney.
Yep. You know what I should have done is screenshot it and got it like tattooed. All right.
Whoa.
All right, what do we got going on here for Netflix? All right, it's back down. It's 9-day moving average. 5-minute here. So far, so good on the daily. 5-minute. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that 5-minute candle here. No, no, no. Shoot up. Pop. 25 seconds to do something crazy. Show me a blockbuster movement, Netflix. Nope, that's not the block. That's not the move. This is gonna pull back. Netflix is gonna pull back. If anybody on YouTube hears banging sounds, that's the people working on my roof.
Guys, I'm in SQL Light equity. Just IPO'd on Friday, I think. So.
All right. I like that candle, but you need to break out now, Netflix. Because 565 is the number here that we need to see broken. How's the pivot? What's the pivot point telling me? We're at a pivot point. 565.85 on Netflix. If we can break that, we see 572. And
They're starting to whip like earlier, or not earlier, but like last week around the same areas.
AHPI. Yep. Breaking $11 here. Curling. Big bottom.
Nice volume.
Yeah.
Real nice volume.
I'll take that.
Just careful, RSI is a little high. But it's got a resistance at 1202 that I have marked, an old one.
I'll tell you what, I'll wait for a pullback and I'll take it first. I think this might be a swing.
Yeah, it's I'm wondering if COVID plays are back. Like, that's a mask play. AHPI is a mask play.
All right, if we reject here, guys, I'm thinking we're gonna see a retracement back to 562 on Netflix here.
Okay, so our NXT opened back up after the halt down. I'm gonna wait and see if it has a bounce here.
Let's see what AMD is doing. I'm watching this for you. If you're in AMD, if you ever take an upside position, don't watch your positions go red. If you
okay, Annie.
Yeah, we're open. Oh my. Is this a good company? Do you know?
They're miners, crypto mining.
Okay. Netflix. Diamond heart right here. Oh my god.
And I think any might have high short interest. Let me check.
$565.85 coming. What? What? Yeah, good patience for sure. I'm still in, but any. Oh my gosh! Wow. I was thinking of that meme of that guy. I think he's like, fiance tells him that she's pregnant. He's like, oh my god. Oh wow.
I can imagine you just doing that, like
I had a feeling. What do we see? Does anybody on live, YouTube, anything have experience building games? I am very, 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 very heavily considering making a children's stock like game where kids can like even use like the game would use real-time data, you know what I mean, and like teach kids
That'd be
how
cool.
to invest. Don't steal my idea. It's on
Too
it's
late.
on YouTube. It's on YouTube, okay? So we can just work together and do it together. Open a Fortune 500 something and you got it.
Junior traders.
That would be whack because like a bunch of kids be so good that like they'd probably like go to court, lower the age for trading, and then start like a junior firm and just crush everyone.
There you
go.
Paw Patrol trading or something.
Paw Patrol trading. That's funny. Paw Patrol trading. Let's go.
There you go. All right, RNXT trying to come back. I'm still in my position. I'm actually green now, so.
I would totally go to Shark Tank. I would eat their lunch. I shouldn't say that on YouTube.
Bro, why didn't you hold? I'm still green and it's still moving up.
I'm still in Netflix. You guys are still in? Or you guys are leaving? Oh. Goodbye. I'm just kidding. Alright. Oh my gosh. Oh. Show me the juice. That's the juice. That's the juice. That's the juice right there, baby. We're yucking it up today. And you know what? Look at the volume. Look at it. We have enough. Huh? We have enough volume to see this continue to push. Look at the volume rising on Netflix. So look at this with me, all right? So, hold on 1 second. Okay. Oh, I saw the door open, and then I saw someone walk it looked like someone ran past. I was like, oh god, Peyton's about to beat someone's up. I don't know. Oh my gosh, Sushi. That's amazing, dude. I know, dude. How crazy would I be for swinging Netflix? Give me a from a scale of 1 to 10.
If it holds trend, bro, I mean, why not? Right? If it's holding trend, why not? Like.
No, I see. I think I might have to roll it out. There's not really much to roll, but
You have to roll it out to next week or the week after.
probably next week. But that depends on where the queue's in the day. Here, let me see. Oh my god, my price target! Wow, I called it this morning. I did. I'll take that one. I did call I actually called it last night. I don't know if we're gonna have too much more room to run, y'all. If that happens, I don't know how that I don't know how that happens. I very much think that we'll pull back, and we're lingering here at 565. What is Netflix doing? All right, we really need to start looking at this because it's at a pivot point.
I also have an old resistance that it's at now too, 566.03.
Yeah, and this is where we could see accumulation. Yeah, look at the previous.
RNXT, what are you doing?
Okay, volume relatively is not that high. Look at the hourly. So volume right now is about at the median, a little bit above the median. Could be set to potentially pick up, but I don't see any spikes of volume, and we're at a major resistance with a lack of. So we would need to see some big push here past high of day. I mean, it's holding the 9-day moving average, but if it pulls back here, it's going to pull back to 564.40. We'll just have to wait and watch. Qs look like they're on track to move another 30 cents. It's gonna do this at this resistance. Wow, AMC, yo. All right. Who asked me about AMC last night? If you're on, I want to know who. Will someone go and like clip that for me?
Yo, I'm sending you a DM.
Okay.
Just sent it.
Really?
Yeah, which like that's a lot of money if there's gonna be that big of a push behind it. But still, like it needs more. It's not a small float
All right, guys.
by any means.
Sorry, for the first time now, we're moving below the 9-day moving average on the 1 minute, where we've been riding that pretty much this whole uptrend. So we're now about to probably start with some sort of accumulation. You guys don't have to hold through this. If you guys trimmed, great job. I think that we'll start building either a symmetrical triangle, but I do suspect that we will have a pullback here. What is Microsoft doing? Do we have a gap to fill on Netflix? No, we don't. Microsoft is rebounded. Wow. Nice job, Netflix. Or Microsoft, excuse me.
This morning, dumped. Well, it's going to be interesting to watch over the next couple of days with this storm. So,
Yes. Yeah.
keep it on your radar.
I think I'm going to grab a 307.50 call as a little YOLO on Microsoft.
Order
So,
filled.
guys, whenever you hear about a big storm coming, hitting the
Gulf.
like Texas area, the Gulf, anywhere in that area, watch UNG. So typically, as the storm starts to hit the news, will run, and you can tell started running on the 26th, ran again on the 27th, and had gapped up, and then today it pulled back. Is United States Natural Gas Fund. So natural gas prices tend to go up when there's a big hurricane or a big storm hitting the Gulf.
All right, this is patience time here again on Netflix. What we're going to want to see, 9-day moving average 563.20. We're going to want to see that thing move up back to 564.13. So far, pointing straight up on the 5-minute. Volume is decent, guys. Not great. Not great. So make sure you have your alert set. Don't get too comfortable. But we're watching this one. Zoom, they had earnings or have earnings tomorrow, right? Oh yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
350 cap. All right, Netflix back down. 564.18. My call is getting bought up right now.
You gotta love that, man, when you can sell above the ask.
566.20. Yep. Let's go to the daily.
Sheesh, Amazon. Dude, I thought it was gonna pull back at the R4, but nope. See ya.
Yo, we snagged, dude. Amazon.
Yeah, I was gonna take it at a bounce of that bounce I have at 3402, but nope. It said see you later.
Netflix is holding up really well. Yeah, it's gonna go fill its gap. It's gonna go try to at least. It's so funny, dude, when resistance lines up with a gap. So basically 35.60 probably is where I can see that going.
SPY is gonna continue to rip if Amazon holds.
That's great. I think Amazon gets stopped out at 345.55.
Is that the gap?
No. That's just a whole ribbon indicator.
Oh, it is in the gap.
It is in the gap, but it's not. I thought you meant like the gap fill.
I have. What number did you say you had here? 3 what?
3. Hold on one second. Yeah, 34.55.
That's crazy, dude. I have 34.56, but it's not because of the hole. It's another moving average, but it's not a whole moving average. I have 345.56.89.89.
All right, Netflix just broke its little mini downtrend. It looks like. So we might see another see ya moment. All right, going for it again. High of day, Netflix. This is where somebody would either if you had the capital, look to add to their positions potentially if they see the strength that's there. Unfortunately, today doesn't really have like juice. It's not. I mean, it's pushing, but it's all. We have to manage this trade. It's a very hands-on trade. You can see that the volume is enough to get it going. In relativity to like movements like this back on the 26th, where we had very relatively low volume and it made the movement wasn't great. So if we could just pick
if
up
you're
some
in
volume.
RNXT, if you added on any of the dips or you got in on some of the pullbacks as well, then you should be green. I'm up 8% on equity right now.
Did Microsoft really just double top? It sure did. It needs to bounce like right now. 304, 303.45.
Microsoft. Let's see. There we go. RNXT. Keep pushing, baby. Let's go. Up 12%. Bro, I didn't realize Microsoft filled the gap on Friday. I heard you talking about it, but I didn't realize it was like a full gap fill. I thought it was just a partial. Dude, if this thing clears that high,
oh shit.
It's gonna go to 310. I mean, if it clears the high from like last week.
Shit. Sorry. Netflix just tried to double top. It's a 1 minute, so it can't reject here. It's gotta break. We gotta break or we gotta stay consolidated. Hold on a second. Okay, there we go. A little 1 minute ascending triangle maybe. Okay. That resistance is leaning forward. Okay, Microsoft bounce. Watch Microsoft climb back above that 9-day moving average here. There we go, going back for high of day. There we go. There's Netflix. That's exactly what I was just asking for. Thank you, Netflix. That is more money. Very nice. Yo, you know what though? I'm gonna say this, and this may just end my career. Dunkin' Donuts is trash. Dunkin' Donuts is trash.
Wait,
It's so bad.
Was DJ talking about Dunkin' Donuts or was he talking about Krispy Kreme?
Wait, isn't Dina Dunkin' Donuts? Oh no, no, I'm talking about Dunkin' Donuts. Krispy
Oh,
Krispy
okay.
Krispy Kreme.
Krispy Queen.
I can't do it. I'm talking so much. I'm running out of words and enunciations. You guys only get 25% enunciated words, or 35% after 10:30. All right, guys. Is anybody in Netflix with me? I know I'm probably like the only one right now. I'm trying to moderate myself so you guys kind of hear what I'm thinking, why I'm still holding, stuff like that. So I'm just reacting. Everything is reaction. I don't know I can only chart live thing, I can only do so much. But this is just purely by reacting to the price I see. I don't like that though. You need to chill.
Is BBIG recovered? No, not yet.
I don't know, but don't
It looks like it's starting to bounce a little bit, but it's not very convincing.
That's a big rejection, Netflix. Stop it.
Okay. Nice PRT.
Yeah, it's these random big candles like that. That's so weird.
What, on Netflix?
Yeah, it's just weird. Moves weird. On the 1 minute. It's showing some signs of weakness now. Yeah, it's probably about time to. I don't know. You know what? I don't see it dumping though. I can see a pullback, and Netflix likes to pull back pretty hard, but I see support is still.
Bro, you Super Monkey, what are you trading on? What platform? Just curious. It won't fully fill the gap. Amazon won't fully fill the gap today. There's no way. That's a huge gap. Volume would have to really, really step up.
That's a 3-day gap in my opinion.
Yeah,
All right.
that's
Netflix could
massive.
really pull back here. So be careful, guys. I'm starting to see signs of a reversal for sure. Yeah, all right, there it is. Wow, what a waste of contract. I'll give it one more minute. Yeah, I don't like that that snap reversal TBA.
No, SQL is setting a launch pad up on the 5. Take a look at it, Garrett, when you get a chance.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, let's see what Netflix does here. Let's see if my speculative resistance is correct. Right here, so if I'm right, we should reject like 566.90. Or maybe 567. What's Twitter talking about? Watch Venco here. BBIG. I got its resistance now. or support, excuse me. I think, yeah.
There it is. SQL starting to set up.
Just saw it pop. Guys, I think it's about time to get out of Netflix. If you guys are still in, I know it's going to. Where's Q's? Oh yeah, about to pull back. One more pop, Netflix. 567. It'd be cool if this just didn't happen and maybe we could just like, but there's a pretty high likelihood that we're gonna reverse here. All right, one last pop.
There we go. All right, we just cleared a decent bit of the ask on RNXT. There was like 6,000 shares that were sitting there that wouldn't move. So let's see if we can continue to push up. I trimmed a little bit earlier when I was green, guys. So that's kind of my method. If you see some green, start taking some stuff off the table. I'm still holding a small position, nothing crazy.
Snap gets cut for me above 74, so. So Netflix maintains uptrend, so you could scalp Netflix to the downside. This thing could fall back down to 564. Yeah, there it is. It's going to start spilling over. Be careful. I mean, it could still see one more tap of resistance at 567. I'm waiting and watching right here for this. But once it rejects this third time, you could potentially take it. Tesla downside. Yo, Slith, give me all the plays you take and I'll just hold them. You switch accounts. I'm just kidding. Oh god. Here it comes on Netflix.
Order filled.
Alright, I'm out of Netflix. I'm setting an alert on Microsoft. Microsoft looks like it might pop here. We just bounced off that 20-day or 20-day EMA on Netflix. Let me look at Netflix. How's the volume look? Damn, if we go test this, we might actually pop. Any still running?
Yeah. was anyway last time I looked.
Hey guys, don't take it. Do watch Netflix. It could still go. Yep, there it is. Watch it. 567 coming in. Yeah. They don't always break them.
Game high a day.
Who? Game?
GME, yeah. Yeah.
All right. Netflix 567. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Are we money or are we money? I mean, it could break, but damn. Damn. Y'all saw that, right? Let's see. If we reverse and go back down, 565 at 27 is where I'll take the dip. So, guys, this is now where we watch for it to go to its secondary support or like its higher time frame, which this is the 1 minute, right? Look at that reversal, guys. That was cool. All right, I think Microsoft's about to go for it.
If anybody is in IRNT with me from last week, you should be green. I was green on Friday, but I couldn't sell because my broker hadn't done the ticker change name. Our average was 11. It made a high of 18 on Friday. But because of the ticker change, I couldn't sell it on my broker. So on Fidelity. But now, if anybody's in, if you want to take profit, you can. But the ticker was, I don't even remember the name of the ticker before it merged. But it should update on your broker. Like Fidelity is like one of the slowest to update ticker change names.
Disney.
Yep. Oh, IRNT pushing. Let's go. Guys, this thing's it's got a really thin shares available. Like the shares available are really, really low. A lot is being held by institutions. Wouldn't recommend getting in now. Because my target, honestly, realistically, is just getting back up to 18 and taking profit there. So you can get it for a $4 move, but I'm not guaranteeing that it'll sustain that move. IRNT. Ironnet.inc or IronNet Inc. is the name of the company.
My entry on Netflix was around 561.50. We reversed, managed that position. I think a few people averaged down, and then just let it ride. So it was a little bit late, but still green. Wow, look at that, guys. Netflix reversal, beautiful. Target 564.85. 564.75 actually. What are you doing, Microsoft? So weird. If this thing doesn't explode, I don't even know.
What, Microsoft?
Yeah, dude, it looks so weird on the 5.
It's like begging to break out, but it can't.
Pfizer. Oh wow, nice rebound on Pfizer today. Yeah, Pfizer exchanged support for resistance last week, and I imagined it was probably going to break downtrend here. So right now, you're just broken downtrend. So if you look at the 15-minute right here, you've broken that downtrend, and it looks like you're going to go shoot for, I'd say, $47 right now, and then the target after that would be around 47.35. Pfizer's kind of a dinosaur, so if it doesn't really have like super great momentum, it's not gonna run very well. MDVL, BLIN, some of the top movers on the scanner right now. Look at BLIN, Bridgeline.
Yeah,
it flushed
oh,
out.
that's some good volume.
Oh,
There it
yeah.
is. It gapped up in pre-market.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Well, they had news at 10:23 apparently, so about 30 minutes ago.
Watching Microsoft puts, the sellers that aren't here yet, they're not in. I mean, if it pulls back, it could pull back to 305.75, but I think we get a push to 305.50. It's 4 minutes left in this 15-minute candle. We'll see. If it pulls back underneath like 305.40, then yeah, for sure. But I don't like. I know it probably looks like a double top too. All right, Netflix. We're on the money with this thing. We got this thing roped in today. Pull back to 565.12. I like the way that this moves, man. I'm gonna start playing Netflix more often. I kind of am able to navigate
It's
this
like
move.
Chase.
It just
It plays
like,
well.
it just respects my trend lines. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm just looking for respect.
Is that too much to ask for?
It's about time for breakfast here shortly. I'm gonna hop off a minute. NFL confirms. Look at Fox. FOX.
FOX.
Fox Corporation. They trade like garbage.
Yeah.
Oh, look at it. Yeah, but that thing isn't like a big bottom. Do you see that thing?
Yeah. The range on it's really bad though. But yeah, I see it. It does look. I guarantee you, the float on this thing's insane.
Hey, I'm gonna buy the Netflix dip here.
Dude, you're really far away from VWAP.
You think we go all the way to VWAP?
No, I think maybe you trade sideways for a little bit and then let VWAP catch up. But it depends on how the tape looks too, because the tape might not even let that happen.
Yeah. I was just gonna scalp that bounce, but I don't think.
No, I got you. I see what you're saying. I thought you were gonna add and just like hold. I was like, well, if it sits there and chops.
It should bounce back up to high of day, I think, on this bounce here. Watch this. Let's see if it happens. If not, then it goes and breaks support and it falls to VWAP and retests 562.60. 563.85 first, but if it breaks right here, we go to high of day. Should you use the RSI on the daily? It's not a terrible indicator to use.
Yo, check my DM, but I just sent you.
Is any moving again? I have no idea. I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah, something's interesting there.
Homie or? I can find out.
You can. Oh, you have access to that stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Today, apparently.
It's 11 o'clock.
That's weird. Interesting. Okay.
You want me, what you find? I'm curious.
Told you. All right, Netflix is looking. All right, we're getting things are getting fishy here. Yo, there's somebody on my roof.
Read what I just sent. You guys is.
Yeah, it's after 10, guys. Probably best to sit on the cash. I have no idea. No
Ah,
idea.
I gotcha.
Probably worth looking up. All right, Netflix
Yeah.
down. All right, this means that we're likely going to see Microsoft down. So watch Netflix to potentially go back to 563.85. Do with that what you will. That's where I see a bounce. If we close below 564.75. So. I'm gonna set an alert here. Ouch. SQ903. Uh-oh, news is coming. SQ is about to dump. Something's gonna happen. That
What
was
do you mean 903?
Hold on a second.
Yo, Any looks like it's getting ready to try to break out.
SQ. I just saw huge SQ puts. Hold on. Either that's a All right, let's see if Netflix bounces here, and if it bounces here, then definitely goes for high of day. $247.50 put for Qs or for SQ? No way, dude.
That's big.
That's big. Do you want to grab one
Yeah.
of those? What is that for? Oh,
What's the
no? That doesn't make any sense.
what's the premium on that?
$16 for the bid ask is 16, ask is 18. Volume 1,200. Huh?
16 as in like .16 or 16 as in like 1,600?
Like $16, like dot 16.
Oh. Wow. Okay. That's cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think somebody's just pumping premium?
Yeah, dude, maybe a pump and dumper.
Yeah.
What's the market doing? This feels weird.
It's not a climb on like super
There.
high volume. It's decent, but
I'm taking Netflix short. After below this 50 EMA candle close, 564.73. Scalp it to the downside. Scalp it. I'll probably just take 565s or 560s. No, 560 is too out of the money. I either have to take a 565 or nothing at all.
it's below the 9 and the 21 and sitting on top of the hole. VWAP is at 562.80.
This is where it bounces or breaks. Look at the. You can see that I'm seeing the 1 minute downtrend here. This thing get rid of this thing. Okay, so look at it. It's gonna break. Watch this. I think it'll pop. I think it'll pop here. If it's super duper consolidated. Watch Microsoft going for 304. Pfizer levels. Sorry. Uh, 47.25, 47.80, 48.25. Can also, I'm sure the pivot points line up with those. So pivot points are at 48.23, so basically 2 cents away from what I just said, and that's on the hourly. And then they have one at 49.50 as well. All right, watch Netflix to go to high day here. If it bounced, oh, do you see that? Whoa. Did you see that? That was weird.
No, what?
Right when I said
Netflix?
watch Netflix to go to high day, cucumber. Yeah, of course, not a
Oh,
problem.
you're on the one.
Yeah, just a little, more of a gherkin, I guess. A sweet gherkin. You know what that is, right?
No, never heard that before.
God, here we go. It's like it's just tiny little cucumbers, are pickles, and they're sweet. They're delicious. Go to the store and buy them now. Go.
I'll have to check them out. I've never heard of them before.
They're good. They're good. They're good for like chicken salad or something. Astros Warriors are 1,000,000% trade. Yeah, right. Right now, I'm not seeing. I'm looking at the high day scanner. I got iMac right now. That's weird. Hey, that actually is a lot of volume. Weird. Look at iMac. IMAC. Also Cody. You know, that's one that I meant to be watching, or I need to be
That's
watching.
high volume, but it's weird liquidity there.
Yeah. All right, Netflix high of day. What are you gonna do, Microsoft? You're so weird. Okay. Dangle downside. Okay. I don't know. I think Microsoft might be ready to pop, but everything looks so weird right now, y'all. It looks like it's just kind of propped up, ready to fall. And I think Microsoft looks more ready to pull back to 303 than anything. Yeah. You see that?
Yeah. Yeah. And then go look at this too. I'm gonna tag you in it. Give me a second. Look at that. I just tagged you.
Yeah, I know that.
That's weird. Why?
I'm not.
That's so strange.
Yeah. No, look at Astro said right there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Netflix is gonna pull back here.
Order filled.
That's possible. That's definitely possible. That cracks me up. Nothing too crazy brewing, man. Nothing too crazy, I promise.
All right, I'll tell you what I'm gonna be doing today. I'm gonna be trying to find more swings than anything else. Look at the keys.
Roku's starting to have like a nice little setup to potentially continue to rally for the day.
Just don't get this.
Just be careful. Roku will fake you out and make you broku.
Yeah, it will. And honestly, I kind of want to swing puts on the Qs.
On Roku?
No,
Oh,
on
on the
Qs.
Qs.
I think it goes and hits 380. My price target this morning.
Is today the last day of the month, or is tomorrow the last day of the month? Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
I think we have another high tomorrow, bro.
I can't see it past 380, but who knows?
The
You may
only
be
reason I
right.
say that is because like funds are trying to clean up their books for the end of the month. So that's just kind of my thought behind it. And I agree. I mean, it's a little overextended, but yeah, sometimes that happens, Vic Stepper. Um, Depending on certain months as well, coming back from the summer, um, funds will try to kind of prop up the market a little bit more, give it a little bit of juice, um, and it makes their numbers look great for the end of the month, especially at the end of summer going into the fall.
You know,
Not
AM.
always the case, but it does happen. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, you know that AMD has a better 5-year return than a number Microsoft, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and Amazon.
That honestly, the Amazon surprises me. That one surprises me, but I'm not surprised about Bank of America and the other one you called out.
Yeah.
Amazon surprises me though. I would think Amazon had a bigger return over 5 years,
Hey,
uh,
Snapchat.
but but then again, Amazon was also not, or AMD was like $11 5 years ago.
Guys, if you're
So
playing this up to the watch Snapchat to 74 or 75, excuse me, potentially today. I'd say the first target is 74.67 though. Netflix looks like it is actually going to go down now. This is now the third trip to support. It would have to bounce, but it's broken trend. So I honestly think that I might, before I leave, actually scalp Netflix. 560s. I might go in the money on these. You think it's worth it on those 560? They're out of the
on
money now.
Netflix,
Yeah, I think I go to 565.
um, what's your target?
563.85.
I don't know, bro. I feel like we could bounce at 564. That's just from what I'm seeing on my chart. Like, well, no, no,
Five.
563, 563, because there's not. So like that area, that 564 area on the five is like a volume desert. There's not actually a ton of volume there.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get down to 563.13, that's when volume picks back up. Um, so you could make it all the way down there and bounce, but there's for me, I have two simple moving averages right at 563.87,
I'm
and it's a
grabbing.
low,
Sorry,
but it's a low volume area.
I'm grabbing this at 585.
Guys, don't scare it, but RNXT is running again. So if you're still in, you should be green.
All right, here's the deal. I haven't entered yet, but I'm looking to enter. It either goes to 565.72 and it rips, or it breaks down here and it pulls back down to at least 564.50, and then maybe even potentially 563.85. So I got my finger on the trigger here. I'm kind of thinking of just entering and closing above 565.85. Contracts are. I'm gonna try and get five fill at the mid. I haven't filled yet. I haven't even clicked fill. I'm just watching.
The spread on those contracts can be nasty.
Look at the Qs. Qs might pull back to 374 here. I'm gonna take it. I'm in now. I'm in at 570, 575. Nope. 580. Is anybody in Netflix downside with me?
Oh, Wish has some nice volume today.
All right. First target 564.50. Immediate jump on those contracts right there. If you're scalping with me, is this a scalp? Okay. Nice.
Guys, I added to my T-Cat swing that I've had since like Thursday or Wednesday. Just a little bit, not adding too much to the position, but it's gonna bring my average down just a little.
Oh, I hate when stocks do that. Big red candle, then it just opens up halfway.
No, that's annoying.
Seems like gonna do something stupid. Okay, if it bounces and goes back to 565.58, then it's got one more low at 564.34. But I'm probably gonna get out of this trade. I'm not in green very much, but I'm not seeing good continuation. I'll wait for this next 1 minute candle. I'm looking to scalp, guys. I'm not looking to sit in these trades right now. All right, let's see what we get. So you got the Qs, that pullback was on target though, guys. Did we hit? Yeah, did we hit 380? We hit 380 on the dot. Yo, I will. Man, I need to hire like a video. I just need to hire someone to like go through the YouTube and like clip stuff.
you write your notes down.
Not write my notes down, but just clip the videos of like so I can use them. I can't do all that stuff. I don't have time.
Yeah, no, that's a lot of editing.
Mm-hmm. Tesla, yeah. Yep, a lot of option flow going in, a lot of volume. A lot of potential to potentially reverse here. That looks ugly.
It's a nasty 5-minute chart. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, that just doesn't speak volumes for a positive movement.
Get it,
Love
volumes.
Yeah. Anyone to spy? No.
No, I think Big Stepper might have been in SPY. I don't know if he still is. I think he might have been.
Oh. Okay. Anybody in Netflix with me? Anybody in Netflix, by the way? I don't know if anybody took that with me at all. What is going off here? Did you take Microsoft short, Big Stepper? Be careful. You probably have one more pop. All right. Anybody in Netflix? I don't think anybody took Netflix with me. Whee! 534.85. Whee! All right. Next target.
Yeah, you're coming up on that level that could bounce up. Right there, right near VWAP.
I'm just kidding. I just trimmed. I just took half my profit off. That was beautiful. You know what I'm gonna do actually? Let me go ahead and just get out of 75. I'm gonna go ahead and trim those. I'll leave a runner at this point. Alright. My next target is 562.65. I should have grabbed the 560 as well, but I didn't think to grab that, so sorry, I was scalping for a reason. It looks like it's gonna. So Tesla's probably gonna give you one last little tap up, and then it's gonna reverse. Shit the bed. No, it did fill its gap in pre-market, so we'll see what happens. All right, Netflix next leg down, and I do it. Hurry up! I gotta get out. I'm hungry.
Yeah, same here. I'm about to go get some breakfast.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm out here, right there, in that down tick. Beautiful. Yeah, watch Microsoft to build like some type of a reversal pattern here first. So look at that. Look at the rising wedge. So I'm out. All right, I'm green on the day. Swing trade successful. I'll be looking for more swings. Oh, excuse me. I will be watching Netflix. Seeing where that ends the day. I still think that I'm watching Cody as well, but Lemonade is actually bouncing and holding up rather well. So gonna watch that one. Keep an eye on Root because more than likely if Lemonade goes, Root will go, or vice versa.
If Root holds this level and just chops sideways into end of day, I'm probably gonna swing it.
Yeah. I might even swing Microsoft too, but I'm kind of wanting to like take a YOLO $300 put, dude. Am I wrong?
On Microsoft?
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't be a bad hedge. My average on TCAT, give me 1 second.
Giggity cut my teacut into pieces.
1033 right now. Or 1043, sorry. Baba, keep pushing. Let's go.
Down, up,
Up.
flat. Oh, gap fill.
I got
165.
I grabbed some equity. I grabbed some equity last week on it.
Nice. Yeah. I am not buying any equity in any Chinese. Well, you're not actually buying equity in them. But yeah, I'm not. I will scalp.
I'm just renting it.
Just renting it. There you go. Yeah, rent that shit.
Yep.
Okay. I'm pretty much beat sauce right now. On this setup. I do, like I said, I think one of my favorite setups right now is Lemonade, because it looks like we got that retest and we got a strong bounce. So I'm waiting for this one to go ahead and clear high of day. I'm looking at taking an $80. In fact, let me go look at Lemonade's $80 strike real quick. That's not bad. Yo, Tesla. Watch Tesla. Don't get faked out here. Let's see, September 10th. I don't think playing this week. I would say even just playing like the 80. Yeah, I like the $80 strike. I think the most out of all of these. Yeah, I'm gonna set some alerts. I'll probably end up swinging Lemonade, so. NVIDIA. What did Apple do? Fake everybody out? Oh, it's still sitting there. What's the most appealing thing to me about the lemonade chart is the massive falling wedge. I love when a stock gives you a good clean retest. So that's what I like. I like this one to 84 bucks. I'm actually looking at this the chain right now, and I'm really tempted to grab a YOLO $84 call and swing it. I think I'm going to. Not a YOLO. It's calculated.
Order filled.
Oops, I accidentally slipped and fell. All right, guys. I'm watching Tom Nash too much. I actually haven't watched Tom in a minute. I need to go catch up on some videos. Lemonade's a good small account swing trade I'll be watching. I just grabbed an $84 strike. But you think Tesla is going to break up or fall down? My gut tells me down. But there's not a lot of power pulling it down either. So I think with all the flow, bulls are definitely strong in this case. So usually with this type of pattern, you'll see. You know what? Hold on a second. I think I got something wrong. I did. I messed up. Okay, so yeah, I think it's at this point you're in a bilateral pattern. So you could actually fake out 575, but my inclination says we go down. That's just my gut telling me. If anybody on this, anybody has video editing skills of any kind, let me know. I might. I mean. I wouldn't spend that much on the trade. Do you see what I'm looking at? My risk to reward factor is when you take a position that costs more money for a speculation. By the way, Netflix is likely going to go down here, guys. But if it's a bear flag here, if anybody's looking to scalp Netflix, the next target I have is right there to 562.50. I'm not taking it, but it looks like it could see more continued downside, especially below 563.50. But for me, this is only speculation based on. Also, you have the daily wedge, but we need root, right? We need that momentum that was speculation that we saw. We need that to actually move, and I think once that happens, we'll see a pickup in that sector. So it's up to you if you want to spend that much, but I'm signaling to take the 85s for this week. They're relatively cheap. I grabbed a few of them, and if we run to 84. And I'll probably take profit on the majority of those contracts there. So you could always take that at that low, but I think Netflix is going to go down here back to 562.70. Okay. Anyone on right now? I think. Tyler, can you not? Are you on here? Yeah, you're on. What's going on, dude? You can DM me if you need to. Apple could be a good swing trade as well. No, it's so. I really hope these people don't get burned. Yo, this thing has a 50-cent move at a minimum. Apple does, and then I might take it short. Watch Tesla to pop here. This thing does not want to go down, so inevitably it may go up. All right, guys, I gotta go ahead and get off. I appreciate you all tuning in. Those of you on YouTube, I will be on later tonight. Those of you on Discord, I will be on later in the day. I'm working on a few projects, meeting with a few people, yeah. So make sure you guys DM me if you guys have any questions. I'll be on standby. So, oof, Netflix. All right, y'all. Yeah, no problem, yo. Yeah, of course. Again, if I wasn't able to meet with you guys last week, there's a few people in line. If you guys want to shoot me a DM if you're available in the next, I would say the next hour, maybe around 12. I already have some people that I'm meeting, but anywhere in between there and 3 o'clock for power hour. Also, if I can't meet with you, obviously there's not a lot of time there to meet with everybody, but I will make some time tonight after hours to meet with somebody quickly for a little 45-minute to hour one-on-one. So yeah, be sure to shoot me a DM, and I'll see you guys in a little bit.